Normally I don't do videos, but this is the second unique thing which I ended up with, which there's no real good YouTube videos on it. So this is the RTX 3090. It's a Zotac gaming model, the Trinity. And let's have a look at the box. So a fairly standard box. You can see it's sealed. Completely sealed, so this is unique. Not seen this before on computer hardware. You can see it's got sealed on both ends, and serial number, and there's things on the side. So you can get the serial number off the card. I've already registered it, so that's what it looks like. Let's open it up. So in the box, there's this another box. Second box. This one's not sealed, so it's okay. Tightly packed though. Okay, so it has some sort of a sticker or a manual, or whatever this thing is. Garbage. 6-pin. Two of these guys. The card itself. That's pretty much it. We do have a Corsair case. We'll see if this actually fits in an old Corsair case. Three prongs, two slots, and a bunch of it's like DisplayPort, HDMI, 3 fans. This is a bigger, should fit. So now that the R9 290 is out, you can compare the Zotac to the R9 290. So an 8-year-old card versus a 2021 card. So you can see the R9 290 is a lot vertically stacked. So it should fit in nicely. This is an X470 with the 3900X, so not the latest, but good enough. 32 gigs of RAM and hard disk and SSD. That's it installed. You can see it pretty much takes up the whole length of the case. There's zero room to grow. Does require two separate rails with 2 PCIes like this, 8 pins. And I've got 2 separate ones, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, so you can see I've done 2 independent rails and 2 independent power connectors. The card does take it backwards, so the latches, I don't know if this is visible or not, but the latches are on the top, so it's opposite to the R9 290. So that should be taken into consideration when you're plugging these things in. The opposite of what it normally is. And it fits nicely, covers only 2 PCI slots. It is a 3090, so it's got the full RAM and everything else. And this is an ASRock X470 Master SLI AC. That's got the 3900X CPU. So the power supply I'm using is a 1000 watt Antec for this thing. It's a modular It's better to use a non-modular power supply because these cables connecting to the power supply sometimes work loose, but in this case it's a modular. Okay, I've set it up and I'm powering it on. Say it flash orange twice and then it becomes blue. Once it's a solid blue, it's ready to display video. So let me show you. I switch to my screen. You can see it's a solid blue and it's showing the Zotac thing. Alright, so here's the screen display. I'm using the HDMI output and it's going through the usual BIOS sequence. Let's see if I can load the BIOS. Okay, so you can see 3900X, and if I switch, so I've got Resizable Bar Support enabled. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so Resizable Bar Support is enabled. And the other thing is graphic output policy. You can see Nvidia GPU UEFI driver, and I've got a DFP7, which is the HDMI port. So which is basically working, and everything looks normal. I have got, let's see if I can find onboard devices. Okay, so everything is set on auto basically. And yeah, so the only thing is resizable bar support. That's the only thing you need to enable. Okay, so I've also set it with HDMI adapter. It's this guy, Copeland DisplayPort adapter. It says 1080p, but I managed to do it 1440p. So you can see this is 1440p. Change resolution. There you go. Okay, so it's 60 Hz, 1440p. So the 3090 is looking good, so no problems with it. Okay, so the first thing I do is remove all this stupid thing. Like, let's shut this off. That pretty much turned off the stupid blue light, so that's done. And hopefully that'll remain. So this is Firestorm, which is a Zotac utility. The next thing to do is to enable so the next thing I need to do is enable HW Info 64 and make sure I have resizable bar support enabled. So that's my 390 Trinity. I can see that resizable bar support is disabled. Now to do that you have to get a BIOS, which is this VBIOS update. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, so now that I've got it working on dual link DVI-D using adapter from DisplayPort to dual link DVI-D. And that's 2560 by 1200, but resizable bar is not enabled, so time to enable resizable bar. Alrighty, now rock and roll. Alrighty, let's see how this works. Yeah, so looks like resizable bar is now enabled. Resizable bar state enabled. Alrighty, so that's done. Let's run some benchmarks. Sensors 66, 65. It's pretty good. 55 for the GPU, 0 RPM for the fans. So stop fan is enabled. 21 watts. That's pretty good. Advanced. Okay, now time to download some benchmarks and let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is at idle basically. You can see the temperature is about 50 to 60, somewhere around that. Fans keep shutting off because it's got fan stop, so if its temperature is pretty low, fans would shut off. GPU load is negligible. It's desktop. Power draw is 20 watts. So it's pretty much idle. Pin 1 is 12 watts and pin 2 is 2 watts. So I'm going to download Star Swarm, which is a Steam benchmark thing, which is going to max out this this thing. So we're starting from near idle. It was just being used, but now it's cooling down. Temperatures are dropping. Yeah, basically steady state. We're gonna do Star Swarm. Let's see how she does. It's frame locked to 60 frames a second. I don't know if I should increase that. I suspect there's no load on this thing. Let's give it a shot and see what's going on. Yeah, it looks like it's frame locked. GPU load is only 50%. And it's doing hardly anything, 125 watts. So you can get up to 350, but it's frame locked. So, or maybe not. It's 140. GPU load is still 50%. Oh, now it's increasing. Looks like it's reached 350. 350 is the TDP, so we're going better. .72 degrees temperature, 84 is a hot spot. That's pretty good. Both fans, all three fans actually, this one only shows 2. They're running pretty good. Temperature still steady though. Even the board power is 235, 250. Yeah, so pretty good. So it's pretty steady at this thing. 72, 73. Board power is around 300 watts average. I think that's fine. It boosts up. System memory used is 5 gigs, so that's nothing. GPU is 40% at 130 FPS, something like that. So pretty steady state. Yeah, it looks normal. So that's it. It seems to be working fine. Everything looks good. No hot spots, no rapid increase in temperature. Yeah, so that's it. The 3090 works properly.